What's good, combo crew? It's the one and only Combo Zaire here. Today I'm coming at you with another super hot fire banger, man. And today I'll be showing you how to create the Morant build. You're gonna be able to dunk on everybody, whatever you play, park, stage, rec, pro IM, whatever you play. You're gonna be able to dunk on everybody, break people's ankles, and still shoot. And yeah, let's get into the build. A point guard, because that's the position he plays in real life. And for the hand, you want to go with right, because I'm pretty sure he's right-handed. And for the jersey number, it doesn't really matter, but I went with 12 because that's his actual jersey number. And let's get into the body settings. So you want to go with 6'3", that's the height he's listed at in the NBA. And for the weight, you want to go with 175 pounds because that's the weight he weighs in real life. And for the wingspan, you want to go with 6'7", because it's also his wingspan in real life, and that's what his wingspan is listed at, 6'7". And for the body shape, I went with defined because he's skinny, but he's kind of ripped, so I went with defined. And yeah, let's get into the attributes. I went for finishing. I went with 60 close shot because he doesn't take a lot of close shots, but when he does, they're usually in. And for the driving layup, I went with 85 because he's really good at getting highlight plays on layups. And like that one time where he did a 360 layup, and that's why I went with 85 layup. And for the driving dunk, I obviously went with max driving dunk, 91 driving dunk, because he's really good at dunking. He's probably the best dunker in the whole entire league right now, and that's why I went with 91 driving dunk or max driving dunk, because obviously you need the contact dunks too. And for the other finishing, like post control, standing dunk, he's a point guard, can't really do that stuff. And let's get into the shooting. And for the shooting, I went with 80 mid-range because he shoots a lot of mid-ranges. I mean, not a lot of mid-ranges, but whenever he does, they usually are money and in, and that's why I give him 80 mid-range. And for the three-point shot, he doesn't shoot a lot of three-pointers, but when he does, they're not always in. He's not the best three-point shooter. He's a solid three-point shooter, and that's why I give him a 75 three-point shot. You can still shoot with that in 2K, but in real life, he's not the best three-point shooter, but he's solid. He's a solid three-point shooter. And for the free throw, I went with 67. He's not the best free throw shooter right now, because there's just one game where he blew 2 free throws against the Lakers, I think, and yeah, they lost the game, and that's why I give him a 67 free throw. And for the playmaking, I went with 66 pack accuracy because he doesn't pass the ball a lot, but whenever he does pass the ball, they're not the fastest pass, but he's a solid passer, so that's why I give him a 66 pass accuracy. For the ball handle, I went with the 84 because he's a really good dribbler, and I think he's a top dribbler in the league, but not the best, but he's not the worst. So that's why I give him an 84 ball handle and an 83 speed with ball because he's also fast. And for the defense, I give him 0 interior defense because he doesn't play interior defense because he's a point guard. For the perimeter defense, he's a good perimeter defender, but I give him a 75 because he's not the best, also not the worst. Like how I said on the ball handle and speed with ball, he's not the best, but he's not the best, but he's not the worst. That's why I give him a 75 perimeter defense, which is still solid. And for the steal, I'll give him a 70. He's really good at getting steals, but he doesn't get a lot of steals most of the time. But whenever he is getting a steal, they're usually steals, actual steals, and not just like tip the balls. And that's why I went with 70 steal. And for the block, I went with 63 because he's really good at blocking whenever he does block, because that's why I give him a 63 block. And there's one play where he caught the ball with 2 hands, like midair and off the backboard, and I think that made him a good blocker, a good point guard blocker. And for the defensive rebound, he's a point guard, doesn't really get that many rebounds, but when he does, usually gets the rebound, he doesn't get snagged by other people. He's not a really good rebounder, but that's why I give him a 65 rebound. And for the speed, I give him a 90 acceleration and 90 speed because he's fast. He's really fast, but he's not the fastest, but he's not the slowest. That's why I give him a 90 speed because he's fast. He's really fast, and that's why I gave him a speed and acceleration at 90. And for the strength, it's only 175 pounds, so I give him 0 or 25. And for the vertical, obviously, gotta go with 99 because he has like a 45-inch vertical or something crazy, and that's why I give him a 99 vert. And for the stamina, I went with 99 because he usually plays most of the game, and that's why I went with all these stats. I think they're really close to him. And yeah, let's get into the takeover. And for the takeover, I'm going with finishing moves because obviously he's a slasher. You want to get those contact dunks and those contact layups and stuff, and get those flashy layups and flashy dunks. So I'm going with finishing moves. And for the second one, this was really hard, but I'm going with ankle breaking shots because he can't really do anything else because I'm not going to give him double slashing take, but I went with ankle breaking shots so he can get ankle breakers, and that's why I give him ankle breaking shots. And yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And this is the Morant build, and I'm out, man. Peace.